folks, and welcome back to Ahad's Automotive, where today we have the BMW 640D Gran Coupe with us. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now before I start off this video, I want to thank the people who made this possible, and that is Boom Cars. Boom Cars is Chennai's latest premium luxury pre-owned car service. Now they've got an excellent collection of cars, as you can see from this video. So if you guys plan on checking out some pre-owned luxury cars, feel free to contact Boom Cars using the contact info shown on the screen right now. And if you want to see an extended version of their collection, feel free to check out my Instagram, where I have a video of that. Now starting off with the exterior, the very first thing that catches your eye is this all LED headlamp. Now these LED headlamps are the adaptive type and they look beautiful even when they are not switched on. Now once they are switched on, as you can see, they still do look very pretty. Now the light spread is very good and you won't have any complaints about driving this car at night. Now that is the high beam in function, and this is the indicator in action. Now right below the headlamps is your front parking sensor as well as your LED fog lamps. Now towards the side you can see the black dot, which is one of the front cameras. You have another one on the other side. Taking a look at the car from the front, it looks beautiful. Now the kidney grills are finished in chrome and are the perfect size compared to some of the kidney grills that you were getting on the newer BMWs. In my personal opinion, this is one of the best looking BMWs there is. Now coming over to the side of the 640D Gran Coupe, you kind of understand how it got the coupe in its name. The roof smoothly flows into the boot and it looks brilliant. It's got a few design touches like this which really look nice, and this particular car has the M Sport 19-inch alloy wheels which look superb. Your door mirrors are finished in body color with this gloss black trim, and no, they do not have integrated indicators on them. Your door handles do have a strip of chrome which makes it look classy, and I love this Gran Coupe badge given on the rear quarter glass. Now taking a look at the things on top, you have your sunroof over here, but there is no shark fin antenna on this particular car. Now coming over to the rear of the Gran Coupe, taking a look at these tail lamps, I love the split design given to them and they really complement the car's design very well. Now when lit up, this is how they look. The brake lights are placed on the outer part of the tail lamp, and as you can see, the third brake light on top. Now putting the car into reverse flips the BMW badge, which is where you have your reversing cam. Now putting the car back into drive, the camera still stays in place until you drive forward. You can also see the indicators in action over here. Now right below that you have your rear reflector, your parking sensor, as well as this gloss black diffuser with your twin tail pipes. Overall the rear looks really smart and very well designed. Now taking a look at the amount of boot space the Gran Coupe offers, opening up the boot, you can see for a car of its class, it has a really good amount of boot space. It is very well spaced out, although the height might be a bit of a problem to load in your luggage. Now to get into the 640D Gran Coupe, you have your normal BMW key over here. Now this isn't the smart key type, so pressing the unlock button lights up the door pocket lights, as you can see over here. Now opening up the door, you find out it's the frameless type of door, which is my personal favorite. No matter how old I am, I'm still impressed and intrigued by this one. Now you can see your Bang & Olufsen speaker system, as well as your outside mirror, as well as your inside window controls. The door pad is finished in black and has a generous amount of space. Now this is a look at the interiors. Now this particular car does have the M Sport kit, so as you can see you have your M Sport door sill, and this is the seat. Now the seats are supremely comfortable and it is extremely easy to find your favorite driving position thanks to the electronic controls as well as the two memory functions. And these are your pedals. Now once you're in the driver's seat, close the door and the door's soft close function kicks in. Now let's start up the car and you notice the steering goes back into the position that you set it to. Now taking a look at this M Sport steering wheel, since this car does have the M Sport kit, on the left hand side you have your cruise control buttons and on the right hand side you have your media as well as your MID controls, right behind which you have your upshift paddle and over here you have your downshift paddle. On the right hand side is your wiper stalks with its various controls and on the left hand side is your indicator as well as the high beam function. Now let's take a look at this instrument cluster. The instrument cluster is the classic analog type, but it does have a digital display below that. Now towards the right hand side of the steering wheel is your headlamp, fog lamp as well as the heads up display control. So as you can see, this is the heads up display and it is showing the digital readout of the speed. Now it can be switched off or switched on as per your wish. Now taking a look at the center console, you have the media screen which is controlled by the iDrive system. Now below that you have your physical controls for the media as well as your dual zone climate control. All the buttons feel well put together and very tactile. It feels of great quality. And there's even this useful max AC button for the air conditioning system for climates like Chennai. Now right below that, opening up this part, you see it reveals cup holders which are deep enough and are very useful. Now coming further below, you have your gear shift lever, your electronic parking brake as well as your drive modes. There's even this button which switches on the front parking camera situated on the left and the right hand side of the front bumper, which is very useful in a car like this. Now towards the left hand side of the gear shift lever is the iDrive control. Now the center media screen cannot be controlled via touch but can only be controlled using the iDrive controller as shown. And it is extremely good to use and you have shortcut buttons over here which when pressed take you directly to that particular menu. Now right below that you have your ashtray as well as the cigarette lighter. Closing that up, you have your armrest which can be opened up individually on the left and the right hand side, opening up showing a good amount of storage. On the top part of the cabin you have your auto dimming inside drive mirror as well as your in-cabin light. As you can see, you can operate the small ones individually and the center one switches on the main cabin light. Now these are the switches for your sunroof, so pressing that opens up the sunshade for the sunroof. Now the sunroof on the 640D Gran Coupe only goes into ventilation mode. You can't open it up just like any other sunroof. So just pressing the button once more closes down the sunshade for the sunroof. My personal favorite detail in the interior is this design that flows from the passenger side aircon vent all the way down to the iDrive control over here. Now overall the interior of the Gran Coupe is brilliant, well put together and reeks of good quality. Now moving over to the rear seat of the 640D Gran Coupe, here you can look at the window controls as well as the sunshade controls. Now taking a look at the seats, you realize it's meant to be a 4-seater in total because the 5th passenger is not welcome. Now the amount of space on offer is actually really good compared to the size of the car and the way it's designed. You have a 4-zone climate control, that is 2 individual climate controls at the back and sitting 2 abreast is what is meant to be. The headroom on offer is decent, the sloping roofline does eat a bit into that. Overall, the rear seat space of the 640D Gran Coupe is decent and your passengers won't be complaining. Another neat little design touch are the grills for the speaker system. So powering the 640D Gran Coupe is a 3-liter inline 6-cylinder diesel engine that puts out 313 bhp of power and 630 Nm of torque. Now this is paired to an 8-speed automatic that has paddle shifters. Now here are the specification and safety features of the 640D Gran Coupe. Feel free to pause the video and go through them. Here are the 5 things that I like and dislike about the 640D Gran Coupe. Now do pay attention that the things that I do like and dislike about the 640D Gran Coupe are in respect to a pre-owned one, which I am reviewing right now. So what's my final verdict on the 640D Gran Coupe? Well, the 640D Gran Coupe isn't just a car, it's more of a style accessory. It's one of the most beautiful BMWs in my personal opinion, and it drives like one too. It's well built and when finished just like any typical Beamer. Now the only sad part is that you can't go to your nearest BMW showroom and buy a brand new 640D Gran Coupe. But if you're lucky enough, Boom Cars might still have this particular car up for sale. And if you get the chance to buy that, don't miss it out. So there you have it folks, that was my review of the BMW 640D Gran Coupe. Now a huge shout out to Boom Cars for providing me the car, and like I've said at the starting of the video, do check out my Instagram to see their collection of pre-owned luxury premium cars. So thank you so much for watching. Please do like the video and please do consider subscribing to my channel as it helps me out a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, drive safe and always wear your seatbelt.